Good evening, everybody. Just wait for a minute or two just to make sure that everything's up and running okay and that you can hear me okay. And then we'll get into the video live stream rather. If anyone is in here already, just give me a thumbs up in the chat or a yes, just to let me know that you can hear me, see me, and everything is okay on the screen. You can see the daily habits for youth football. I think it's all okay anyway. Give it one more minute because this is the first time that we're doing this on YouTube, so a few of our regulars might be struggling to find us, so we'll just give them a moment. But yeah, for those of you that are new or watching this on the recording, this is Go Football Academy online coaching. We've been doing this for about 1 or 2 months now, in form of weekly online sessions where we do a weekly topic each week, from mindset, nutrition, tactics, and the last one, strength and conditioning. So we do a weekly topic, and this week we're doing daily habits for youth footballers. So a little bit of background about myself. My experience is in technical coaching, strength and conditioning, performance analysis, a little bit of scouting as well, from grassroots, semi-pro to professional youth football. So this tier list is based with all of that knowledge and experience. So it's not a right or wrong answer, but this is just what I believe is the ordering of these certain things that I've picked for a youth football player. So if you've got kids, players that this could be useful for, then definitely take this into account. So we've got about, I think, 25 different daily things that I've selected, from sleep all the way to swimming to gym. Again, this is just my opinion. It's not necessarily right or wrong, but you may choose to take some of the things that I say into account going forward. So again, these things are labeled as daily. Not necessarily it's gonna be something you do every single day, but most days these things occur. As well, it's not just about on the pitch. For those of you that know me and have trained with me for a while, it's about what we do off the pitch as well. So a lot of these things are off the pitch. So it's daily habits for youth footballers, but a lot of the stuff off the pitch shapes what we do on the pitch. So we will talk about that in good detail throughout. Let me know if you've got any questions, any queries throughout, whichever platform you're watching on. We're streaming on a few platforms today. Whether you're watching as a player, a coach, a parent, a sports scientist, let me know, because I've been all of those things apart from a parent. So let me know what you've got. If you agree, disagree, spark some conversation, spark some debates in the chat. So we're going to go straight into it. So our first, let me just make sure I've got the right screen up. Cool. So our first habit is going to be sleep. Now, this is one that is going straight to the top without any question. So sleep, I can't stress how important your sleep is, and this is one of the big three that in my opinion. So we won't do we won't do the other two. You'll find out what those are in a little bit. But sleep is one of the big three for me. If you don't get the right amount of sleep, you're already setting yourself up to fail, because everything else that you do, whether it's looking at some of these here, swimming, gym work, playing, hanging out with your mates, is affected with your sleep. So sleep is like almost like your key to unlock the rest of the things, in terms of recovery performance, and also how you can operate in your day-to-day life. Typically, teens require 8 to 10 hours of sleep. So if you're not getting that, maybe that's something that you could adjust this year. Sleep again is something that you need to get in a good routine for, and try not to play catch up on the weekends. Try and get your body into the same rhythm, so you're not just so it's not guessing when you're going to wake up. If you can wake up without an alarm, then that's one way of telling that your body's got a good body clock. So think about how much sleep you're getting, and is it good quality sleep? Are you waking up tired? Are you going to bed late? Are you staying on your screens too close to bed? Are you staying in a cool room? Yeah. So the quality of sleep is really important as well. Next one is we will go for swimming. Let's go for swimming. And we are going to put this, a lot of you might have this up here, but I'm actually going to put this in C. So swimming does have its benefits. It does have its its cardiovascular benefits, its muscular skeletal system benefits. It might be good if you're coming back from an injury and you're looking to put some weight onto the get some load into the body without causing too much stress. But there's not many transferable skills, if any, for a youth footballer. So it might have physical benefits, but in terms of transfer of skills, there's not much that you can use for swimming. So it might be fun. If you enjoy swimming, then by all means do it. Again, this is not a right or wrong answer. This is just where I put it in terms of a daily habit for a youth footballer. So it's definitely not in the D category, but it's definitely not in the S tier. By the way, I thought the categories were pretty self-explanatory. S tier is the best one. A is the next one. B, C, and then D's is the ones that you don't want to be doing, obviously. So swimming into C. Next up, we're going to go arguing with opponents, teammates, and blaming others. That's going straight to the bottom. Probably not a surprise to most of you. I don't think that one needs much explanation. Don't waste energy on things that you can't control. For those of you that in my sessions, control the controllables is something that I talk about a lot, and don't waste precious energy on things that you can't control. Moving on, we will go to let's do supplements. So this is an interesting one. I spent quite a bit of time on supplements. It's not going to the top. It's not going to A. I'm not even going to put it in B. I'm going to put it in C. There are a lot of supplements that you can get lost in, that you can get overwhelmed by. There's so much out there. But if you're not doing these top 3 things, forget about this, because there's no point in doing the supplements if you're not doing these 3 things consistently and regularly, not as a one-off. Once you've got all of these 3 things, then you can start thinking about your supplements, as well if the age is right. You don't even need to be taking supplements too too soon. But these three things are the big three. So you've got creatine, which is well researched and highly used in terms of increasing your resistance to fatigue, so it makes you last and work longer in the gym and when doing explosive activities, so power output. Then you've got whey protein, so if you're looking to rebuild muscle, whey protein, isolate whey is one that I use. It can be useful as well. You've got omega-3 supplements, collagen, there's loads of others, but for me, creatine and whey protein are the ones are the go-to for me. In terms of for footballers, you don't need to be supplementing that much. If you're deficient in something, then obviously you can take a look at supplements, but it's definitely not a priority. Next up, we will go to hydration. Got Danny Drinkwater here. This is going to the top. Hydration is one of the big three, and it's so easy to forget. If you're drinking because you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So my tip is, I always, for those that see me on a regular, I always have a big water bottle of some sort wherever I go. Always drink when you're not even thirsty. That's the key. Even a 1%, if you're dehydrated 1%, just 1%, that can have performance decreases of up to 20%. So don't drink only when you're thirsty, but when you remember and when it's accessible. Next up, we will go to let me just have a look at what my tier list is. Okay, we're going to go to spending time with family. This is going to go into A. So this is a good way to relax, to switch off, and a really good daily habit to do. The mental side of the game is very important. Keeping yourself happy and having that time with your family is a really, really good way of doing it. So, whatever it may be, doing activities or just chilling, that's a really, really good one. So, treasure your time with your family and don't take it for granted. Next up, we're going to go for school. And this is also going to go into A. Now, as a youth football player, you need to make sure that you keep your options open. So when I say keep your options open, I'm assuming that you want to become a professional footballer. Let's just say that. Yeah. Even if you're looking to go pro, even if you're looking to go, into, scholarships or whatever, you need to be doing well in school for your backups. Only a very small percentage of players will go pro, and that's even from academy players. That's being brutally honest. Not just me from first-hand experience, but from the numbers. I think it's something like 0.001% of academy players, Premier League academy players, will go pro or feature in the first team or something like that. If I'm not right, then it's not far away from that. So got to be doing well in school. Your education is really, really important. Next up, we are going to go to mobility. So this is not to get confused with gym work or foam rolling, which is also in here. Mobility is going to go in the middle of B over here. So this is a really good daily habit. The only reason it's not higher is because I think there are other things which are probably more important for a kid to be doing. once you start to get into your late teens, your adulthood, then mobility becomes even more important, in my opinion. But it's never too you can never be too young to start mobility. You know, you're doing it from when you first start to walk. So this could easily be an A tier, to be honest, but this is just where I put it. Next up, we have got training non-dominant foot. So this could just be going into a park with a water bottle and some cones, and just practicing with your non-dominant foot for 10, 15 minutes, half an hour, or as long as you want. The longer, the better. And just giving yourself some scenarios. So just doing kippy uppies, putting a scenario in your head where you're getting closed down and you need to burst into space quickly, some finishing, whatever it might be. Non-dominant foot is going to go into B. So anytime you're working with a ball and it's not scripted, when we say scripted, it's open play, you're working on your touch, it's free play. I really, really like that, because it's just kind of, it's rewiring your body to understand how a ball actually moves, how it bounces, what happens when you hit it at this speed, with this spin, and it just helps you learn how to actually kick a football, as simple as it sounds. So free play is really, really important, whether it be in the garden with your parent. Really, really good. I can't stress that enough. Next up, we are going to go for foam rolling. A lot of people will probably put it up here, but I'm going to actually put it in C. So foam rolling does have its benefits. It does have, it can relieve tension, improve blood flow. But for me, it's a very short-term fix. So if you're doing the rest of the things, you're hydrating well, you're doing your mobility daily, you're looking after your body, then the need for foam rolling, becomes less. Obviously, if you have a heavy day, and you're really tight, this is great. Same with massage therapy. That I forgot to put massage therapy in here. That would probably be in C as well. But I think foam rolling is useful, but not essential. It's a good relief. Okay, next up, we will go to cleaning muddy boots. Now, parents will like this one, and they'll probably like that I'm going to put this higher up. This is more important than you think for a number of reasons. This could probably even go into the bottom of A, to be honest. But cleaning muddy boots. So on my first day at Everton, as an intern, I turned up in muddy boots, and the head of medicine, or head of sports science, basically let me know not to turn up with muddy boots again, and it wouldn't be allowed. That was John McKeown, a great sports scientist and a really good guy, and a good life lesson as well. So that's something that I use in all of my sessions now, and remind players their responsibility. So it's not just about presentation, but it's also about representing your club, your teammates, yourself, and also it helps with the wear and tear of the boot as well over time, especially playing in England over here. In the winter months, you need to clean your boots after each game. So clean your boots. Next, we have multi-sports. So this is probably one that you didn't think of, but one that is going to go into A. Now, this is really, really, really important. Don't specialize yourself as a football player and only a football player early on. The best time to start doing new sports is when you're young and when you haven't learned the motor skills of different sports and the different requirements of each of them. By playing different sports, you're also going to have transfer of skill, transfer of learning, different techniques from one to another. And it's also going to help football feel fresher. So you're not going to get bored of football as quickly as you would just playing football. So if you've got, I don't know, rugby training or basketball or whatever it may be, netball on another weekday, then that could be your escape from football if you're getting bored of football, or it just helps the cycle and helps your mind go off of football. Next up, what have we got here? Okay, we have got, this is similar to the other one. This is, in fact, we'll do that one next. Let's do our final big three, which you can probably guess is going to be nutrition. So that makes up the big three: sleep, hydration, and nutrition. Got to get all of these three right before you start adding in your other things. Yeah. We did a session last week, online session, about nutrition and how you use your how you can look at your body as an F1 car. So if you wouldn't put rubbish fuel into an F1 car and expect it to win. Each F1 car has slightly different requirements, performs differently, and our bodies are the same. So it's generally going to require the same fuel, the same big three: your fats, carbs, and your proteins, and then your micronutrients as well. But everyone has their preferences and slightly differs. So what you put in your body is really important. Next up, coming towards the end, we've got, so let me just check for questions, guys. Has anyone put anything yet? Coming towards the end of this tier list, and this video will be uploaded to all platforms as well, so you will be able to see it if you've missed any of it or have to be anywhere before we finish. No questions? No. Okay, so next up we are going to have gym, and this is going to go, it could go to the top of B, but I'm going to put it at the bottom of A. So if you're under 13, 14, it's probably not at the front of your mind and doesn't need to be at the front of your mind. It doesn't need to be at the front of your mind if you're older than that, but it becomes more relevant as your body develops more. So putting on muscle as your frame grows is something that you probably could consider. So not just about filling out your bodies, but also speed and power training. This is the the gold mine for footballers. You want to become more powerful and quicker, whether it be plyometric training, speed, agility, quickness, or just general good S&C with good loading and intensity. So gym, very important for football. It's not just about the movements, but it's also about making your bodies perform better and also more injury resistant and mitigate the risk of injuries. So you can't prevent an injury, but doing your gym work, landing, twisting, turning, pushing off, accelerating, decelerating, can all be trained and tested in the gym with good strength conditioning. So that's the gym. Next up, we're going to go for punctuality. That's going to go A tier. Being on time is really important, guys. Not just on time, but a little bit early before you start things is very, very important, and not to just turn up, a few minutes late. If you've got a 1 hour session and you're 5 minutes late, for 10 sessions, you've lost almost a whole session there. So think about getting there 5 minutes early, 10 minutes early if you can, and not just for football, but for all things. Next up, this is one of my favorites. This is wall training. And this is just kicking the ball against the wall and testing your touch and just playing different games with yourself. I used to do this for hours when I was a kid. I still do enjoy doing it when I have time, whether it be against a fence, gate, or whatever. This is a really good way to increase and improve your first touch. And your first touch is the most important thing that coaches will look for. Have you ever seen a professional player with bad first touch? No, it's literally impossible. First touch is very important, and this is a great way to improve it. Next up, we will go. What's looking empty? Let's go for a D tier. We're going to go over here. Social media. Yes, it has its benefits. Without social media, the irony of me putting it here in the bottom tier is that you wouldn't be watching me right now or listening to me without it. But most of the time, you're only going to see the positive things, the good things in people's lives, what they've bought, what they've done recently, what they've achieved. You're not going to see the flip side of that. So try and stay off of this, especially late at night when you're thinking about your lost the word for it now. Circadian rhythm. You're going to be disrupting that with blue light. So try. I'm bad at this. I'll hold my hands up. I'm quite bad at shutting it off completely half an hour, 1 hour before bed, which I need to get better at. But that is something that really affects your sleep. So social media, try and limit it. On the topic of screens, let's do gaming at night. Now, I've been there. We've all been there. You're staying up till silly hours gaming. It's addictive. It's fun. There's no question about it. But it's really, really disruptive for your sleep. Similar to your social media, but gaming is arguably more addictive for those that enjoy it. I think I need one more here, actually. Just add that in there. Okay. We're going to go for last four here now, guys. Almost through. So think about any questions as we come towards the end of this live, and I'll be happy to answer them. So we're going to go for watching football matches. So as a performance analyst, this was my first role in a professional club was at Stoke as a performance analyst. And I can't stress enough the importance of watching and trying to link what's going on the pitch. So it's not just about, but if you're trying to analyze it, it's not just about counting how many passes they do or have how many shots on target. It's about seeing the links between defense, midfield, attack, the depth of the attack, the width, the height, the rotations on and off the ball, and then trying to see if that fits in with the philosophy and the style of play of the club or the manager. Try not to look at too much. If that's too much, if that's too overwhelming, then my challenge for you would be pick someone in your position for the next game. So if you're a Liverpool fan, you're a midfielder, then watch whoever's starting in midfield for Liverpool. and just watch what they do. Write down 2 things that you think they did well, and 1 thing that you think they could improve on, or they could do better for their level, or in terms of their game. And just watch them. Yeah, even if it's for half an hour, 1 half, just watch that player and just see what they do. Next up, we have messy room, another one for the parents that you'll like me for highlighting this. That's going into a D. So clear space, clear mind. That's something that resonates with a lot of people. If your room's messy, then your mind's going to be messy. So try and keep your room clean. And it's a good standard as well. And it just helps you mentally, I feel, having a clean space. Last 2, sorry. We have hanging out with friends. I think I forgot a picture here for one of them, but we will 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I think I put an extra on, but that's going to go into B. Could even go into A, to be honest, as the family one is there as well. So yeah, that's really important as a nice escape from football, and keeping your social connections up. And that one's quite self-explanatory. And then lastly, D tier. This one is the opposite of this one, and it's blaming yourself and being too critical and harsh on yourself daily. So little tasks, try not to beat yourself up on every little task. It's important to have standards and expectations of yourself, but don't beat yourself up over little things or even the big things. Try and embrace mistakes and understand that you can learn from them, and it's not the be all and end all. So that wraps up all 2025 daily habits. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments. It was quite fun to do. I'll probably do something like this in the future. I might do a live poll with something like this. So let me know on any topics that you'd like me to do. This will be uploaded to all social media platforms within the next couple of days. Well, I think YouTube does it instantly. This is the first time that I've done it. So yeah, this one might be uploaded straight away. But yeah, let me know of any topics. I hope you found this enjoyable to watch. I hope it was fun, something different. I definitely liked it. We'll be doing this again for other topics. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks for your time. And if I've got sessions with you in the week, I'll see you in the week. Otherwise, thank you for watching. And also, as you see at the bottom of my screen, St. George's Park 2026 places are currently live. There is, at the time of doing this, there is about 4 hours left of the super early bird tickets, or places rather. We're going to be going for an elite experience day, which we went to last year. It was fantastic. Where we'll be doing a day in the life of an England player or a professional. Hydrotherapy, nutrition workshops, mindset workshops, performance profiling in the gym, pitch-based sessions, and just having a really fun and inspiring day. So have a look on my channels for the videos of that if you're interested. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Same time next week, and enjoy the rest of your week.